How to make money in real estate. On show 108 of Flipping America, I documented 85 possible careers in real estate. Since that time, we found one more, so we're at 86. Each of these has 2 or 3 or 30 variations, possibilities, specialty areas, or asset classes, but they can all be categorized into one of 3 methods of making money in real estate. Number 1, buy with the intent to add value and resell. This is the flip model. Number 2, buy with the intent to create rental income. This is the hold model. And number 3, invest in the activities of someone doing 1 or 2. This is the passive model. Let's illustrate these possibilities with 3 individuals. Meet Fred Flip. If you want to be like him, you're going to be constantly shopping for that next deal. This is a business that requires day-to-day management, supervision, and care. Here's Rhonda Rent. She buys a house or 2 each year, puts management into place, and simply walks to the mailbox each month to get her check. There are always issues and problems, of course, but they are a minor time drain compared to Fred Flip's busy schedule. Of course, Fred makes a lot more money than Rhonda, at least at first. Lastly, here's Pat Passive. He already has some money, and he's busy doing other stuff important to him, so he just wants to earn a nice return on his money. He can get involved with either Fred or Rhonda or both, and he can do that with debt or equity or a combination of both. It's completely up to how they negotiate the deal. This business is Fred's job. For Rhonda, it's a part-time side gig. To Pat, this is just one more investment. Here's something interesting. Fred and Rhonda can invest in any asset class: single-family, multifamily, office, storefront, industrial, commercial land, short-term, or storage. You can flip any of these, and you can hold any of these. They also are not limited by time frame, and these properties can be local, across the country, or even in another country. There are dozens of deal structures and funding structures available to them, and through the combination of all these factors, there are literally thousands of possibilities. Pat can invest in any of these by finding the right operators with the preferred investment strategy. Now let's compare these 3 methods of making money with a little chart. First, in terms of activity level. The flip level will require high activity. This is a big time investment on your part. The hold strategy will require less time, but it will still take some. You will take time to find, fix, rent, and manage those properties. The passive strategy requires the least amount of time, but is still not no time. You have to evaluate the investment, which will take a little bit of time. And how do you actually make your income? Where does it come from? If you're flipping, it comes from your activity. If you are a landlord, it comes from the property. And if you're a passive investor, your income comes from your money. As you're thinking about this, you probably should consider the type of income you will be making and plan now to consult with a tax professional about the implications. As a flip investor, your income will be earned, although there are structures you can set up to your advantage. Hold investors receive their income as rents, which are taxed differently, and there are tax advantages to holding property as well. Passive investors receive dividend or interest income, sometimes both. Lastly, let's consider the skills involved. Flip investors will focus on construction. The hold strategy requires management skills, and as a passive investor, your primary skill will be analysis. So I've introduced you to Fred, Rhonda, and Pat. Fred has a business and a job. It may not be that time-consuming, and if done well, it should afford Fred plenty of time for leisure, family, and hobbies. Rhonda has time also. Whatever her schedule may have been like before she acquired income-producing properties, it has not been greatly impacted by them, and now she has a bit more financial freedom for things like vacations. Rhonda is on her way to financial freedom. Her non-earned income pays for her entire lifestyle. Pat may be a bit further down the road to financial freedom. He's on his way to wealth building and legacy. He has the time now, while enjoying the fruit of both his labor and solid investing strategy, to think about the positive impact he could have in the world. So, which of these investing strategies is for you? It might be all of the above, but it probably should at least include passive investing. Here's the cool thing about this site, RogerBlankenship.com, and the resources available to you. No matter what you decide, we are here to help you on this journey. Whether you want to flip, own rentals, or make good returns safely through real estate, we can help, and we have opportunities for you. Your answer is ultimately going to depend on you. Begin with your life vision. How do you picture things a year or two from now, or 10? Not just in terms of what you have, but the type of person you will be, or the things you will do, where you live, and how you spend your days. Next, consider your financial goals. When you imagine your future lifestyle, how much will it cost? You will want to translate those financial goals into actionable steps. Next, your knowledge and abilities. If you have a vision and some goals but lack the knowledge you need, we have an abundance of information and resources available to you. Lastly, your willingness. This one is pretty much up to you. Only you can decide to pursue this, and only you can take the steps to get there. The information, guidance, and mentoring you need is readily available, but the one key factor in making money in real estate is you. To take the next step, click on any of the links in this post and get started today. All the best.